Brock Ruther, an energetic and athletic teenager whose life ended far too young.
He was sitting at the island and he was upset, and he said he had gotten a bad mark in his mouth.
His mom, Kim Ruther, remembers that day in May 2012 with absolute clarity.
He told me about an upcoming volleyball practice. I said, you better enjoy this practice, Brock, because if you don't get your math mark up, it'll be the last practice you ever go to. And I remember he was really sad when he left.
30 minutes later, a call came that every parent dreads.
Brock had tripped or fallen. He'd collapsed on the floor in the gym, and they didn't know what was going on, but he wasn't breathing normally. And they were just calling 911.
Brock suffered a cardiac arrest and died. An automatic external defibrillator was available.
Pull green tab to remove pads.
But it wasn't used.
Despite the availability of the AED, nobody was trained to get it or recognize that this was a sudden cardiac arrest emergency.
Close to 60,000 people in Canada experience a cardiac arrest each year, nearly half to people under age 65.
People are essentially dead, but they are able to be resuscitated.
Emergency physician Dr. Christian Valancourt says every second counts to try to save lives.
There's a big psychological barrier in recognizing that someone on the ground is actually in cardiac arrest and that they are actually in need of immediate help.
Advocates say it's important people know where AEDs are kept and how to use them, and that workplaces ensure the devices are easily accessible.
It will only shock a heart if that shock is needed, and the machine will determine that. So it's safe.
Denise Bymack from the Heart and Stroke Foundation wants to see more training so people are prepared for real-life emergencies.
The goal is to have all of our school students trained.
Creating a generation of people who can help others. Katherine Ward, Global News, Toronto.